Welcome back. Okay. Let us assume this is API request. API is nothing but your normal web request only. Let us say this is one request. That's normal HTTP request only, the API. So let us assume we have similar, like let us assume this is will generate some token ID. So this is the, let us assume this is the token ID you are generating that we are passing. For each and every request, you need to pass like this. Here you are passing, right? So let us assume there are like some number of APIs. In real time, you'll be running with 50 APIs or sometimes 70, 80 APIs, right? So let us assume here I have 1, 3. API is nothing but one HTTP request, just like this. This is one HTTP request. Like that, you have multiple HTTP requests. So in API testing, you'll be executing one after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9. So there are 10. Okay. Let us assume. In real time, let us say 50 are there. Let us assume this is 10. So in all the APIs, you need to pass this some token ID. This is Xcloud ID, right? So here, let me run this. When I run this, what is happening? So here it is getting generated, right? And it is capturing this token and it is passing here, right? So it is passing here. So the same token is passing here. But sometimes what happens in especially in API, normally this token generation or this token is a time bounded. That means it will get expired sometimes within 15 seconds or within 30 seconds. All right, let us assume this is getting expired within 15 seconds. Right, time taken to complete from API 1 to API T. Let us assume it is taking 30 seconds. So for each API, you will have some response time, right? Let us assume till total time taken to complete the entire this is 30 seconds. That means what? Even when I run for single iteration, right? Here I'm running for single iteration. So after passing the fifth or sixth iteration, or sixth request, not iteration, sixth request, this ID is getting expired. Okay. If this ID is getting expired from, you are not running for multiple iterations here. I'm just running for one iteration only. In single iteration only, when time you execute from here to here, it is taking 30 seconds. Okay. But this ID, what you are capturing and passing, it is getting expired after the fifth iteration, our fifth request. So from sixth request onwards, you need to pass the new code or new token from sixth request. But you cannot control this, right? If it is iteration, if it is for the second iteration, if you can see, for second iteration, it will generate the second new one, because every time it will executing this log, generate a new one. With iteration to iteration. Okay, it will capturing the new one. And what if the iteration time only if it is taking 30 seconds, but this code or this your key, whatever authorization key, whatever, it is getting expired within 15 seconds. So in that case, after the fifth one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be failed because this is expired here only. 1 to 6 or 1 to 5 it will work. Maybe from 6 to 10 it will fail. Then in that scenario, how do you fix this? Okay, this is the one of the interview question. Okay, there is, you cannot control the iteration, right? If you're running for 2 iterations, that is fine. But I'm running for only 1 iteration. In the 1 iteration only, let us assume after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are failing. First 5 are working fine. Only last 5 are failing. If you see the error, it says session expired. Or this is how it will give you in the real time. Right? This is how it is happening. Because in the request, after fifth, sixth one is failing. Right? Here you will get a response saying that session expired or token expired. So in this situation, how can I control within one iteration after executing the fifth one, from sixth one onwards, I need to pass the new one. This is the situation. So here, what I need to do is, again, after fifth one, again, I need to generate the new token. That token I need to pass after once this gets expired. If you are sure that for every fifth request only it is failing. For every fifth request only it is failing. Because there's nothing wrong with the our script or nothing wrong with the this thing. Only this code is getting this ID is getting expired. In that scenario, we will use this module controller. So here we'll use something called module control. So if I want to use module controller, you need to have each request should be in a controller, transaction controller. Otherwise, this module controller will not work. Okay, so in module controller, where you want to recall this launch, you just put this after this. After fifth one, it is failing, right? After the fifth one, I'll put the module controller. Here, you can select the target controller. Already, we have this launch in transaction controller already. In under So what this will do is, after executing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again it will call this transaction. When it calls this transaction again, this will generate the new token. That new token will be passed from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Since this dummy intentionally I failed it, now you will see the difference. In real time, we'll be using this module controller for API or any kind of API testing. What is this used for? Code reusability or recalling any, what I would say, recalling any request. In the single iteration only, I can recall any request, but that request should be, and you need to put that in a transaction controller. You cannot directly call a request from here. You can call only the transaction. In that transaction, you will put that request. Okay. So this is module controller. And another one is include controller. There's another thing called, these two are include controller. So here I'm recalling any of the requests with the same thread group or with the same iteration, right? Let us say I want to do some code reusability. Say, for example, developers, they will split their code into small modules or small parts, right? And they will recall that code from any of the classes or any, normally they'll write some code. And like that, if sometimes your what is client says, you have here, let us assume you have 5 different or 10 transactions, okay? 10, sorry. You have developed 10 different scripts, okay? Each script, the flow is like this, okay? First one is launch, login. After that, you search for a particular product. Then this is one scenario one. Then you edit or search, right? You search for them, edit product or something, edit product details. So this is same, like that it goes. This is one scenario. Second scenario, also you have launch, login, search, edit, click on edit. Let us say click edit. So here also it is click edit product, same thing. Let us assume this is also same. Let us assume. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions are done. After that, here the flow will differ here. Like that, let us assume you have 10 different scenarios. Each script is different, okay? Here you are updating, here you are deleting, here you are canceling, here you may be reinstating, anything. But launch, login, search, edit, click on, or next button, edit. These are all common for all, right? So when I run this test, right, with 10 different scenarios, each scenario, every time what is happening, launch, login, search, launch, login, search, click, launch, login, search, right? Instead of this, just like a developer, can I copy the entire thing I just put as a separate function or a module, and I just call this, I just put this in a separate module, and you have 10 different scripts, right? Let us assume here script 1, okay, and you have script 2. Yes. Hello. Yeah, you have script 2. After executing this, again here I'll put whatever the next. Here it can be like delete. Here it can be update. Here it can be like cancel. Based on your, so all the scripts you have the same common thing like launch, login, search, click, edit. Now instead of record, first time you'll record, but at the time of executing, I want to use less memory of my test. Normally, when you execute your script, it will take some memory, right? So if I have very less content or very less script, it will take less memory. So how can I do the code reusability using in Jmeter also? We can do this. I just hear it. Actually, we are having a client interview right now. So I will explain this in detail in the tomorrow's class. Okay, because it will take a little bit time. So if I discontinue this, you will not get it. So for tomorrow, I will explain right from the beginning and we'll complete this. What is test fragment, how to split, and how to call, and how to execute. That I'll explain tomorrow. Okay, guys? Yeah. See you.